I think science fairs are an important part of education. You take a lot of science classes when you're growing up, and they may seem boring. Actually, science is probably my least favorite subject growing up because it involved a lot of reading and memorizing and all these body parts and all of these things in the ecosystem. And physics was like, chemistry. These were all just, for me, very mundane topics, and trying to memorize just, massive amounts of data and then regurgitating them back on paper. But that's not actually what science is. Science is a very creative process. Science is looking at the world around you and understanding what makes it operate. And science is figuring out how you can change the way the world operates for some purpose that is better than the way the world is now. And so science fairs play a big role in that, because what they do is they allow you the opportunity to take something that's in a book and actually do something in real life. And science fairs don't have to be these intricate designs of nanoparticles. They can be some things that are very simple that help you to think about this world around you. So, for example, I did a science fair when I was in 8th grade, in which I had gotten these gerbils. And gerbils are nocturnal animals, so at night they're all crazy in their cage doing all sorts of stuff. And in the morning, you wake up, you're sort of bleary-eyed because they've kept you up all night, and then they go to sleep and you have to go to school. But I was very curious about whether I could change their behavior. Could I make them less noisy, essentially, at night so I could sleep? And so my science fair experiment was putting different things into their cage that I thought would keep them entertained, but also have them make less noise. So before this experiment started, they had food and they had bedding in their cage, and they would often be scratching things or eating, which is all very loud. So I started to put in socks and see what they did with that. Well, they would spend all night shredding these socks into bedding. And shredding socks is a lot quieter than shredding, wood chips. And so I tried a variety of these different things. I tried socks. I tried a wool hat. Obviously I had to have my wood chips as my control. I tried giving them berries, because I thought maybe if they ate berries, they'd be quieter. So I tried all these different things, and I basically recorded during the nighttime the different sounds that they were making. And then I also recorded in the morning how good I felt about my sleep. And this was my science fair project. It wasn't anything game-changing. It wasn't anything complicated. It was really saying, I'm going to observe the world around me, and I'm going to figure out how I can make it better through interventions that I create. And I won the science fair contest with that idea. And this is sort of the beauty of science fairs, that you can take something that you happen to be personally curious about and you want to figure out, and just go experiment, go have at it. And it's not something you learn in a book. It's not something you read about. You're never going to read about an experiment on how to get gerbils to be quiet at night, but you can go do that and build that yourself and learn something.